Also happy to welcome in the former governor of New York, George Pataki, who joins us from Newsmax New York. Governor, it's good to have you with us here on America's Forum.
Good morning, JD. Nice being on with you.
Well, thanks very much, Governor, and we would be remiss if we did not start with politics right out of the gate. The New York Times reporting that you had a chance to sit down with David Koch of the Koch brothers over the weekend. Care to comment on that meeting?
Just that David and I are old friends. We've known each other for a very long time. He actually helped me my first run for governor before he was involved in national politics. My daughter and I attended his wedding. We're old friends. We talked about a lot of everything from our kids to, of course, we touched on politics.
Well, speaking of politics, and let me correct myself, it was the New York Post reporting the article, so I want to get that straight. And I want to get straight, when you talk politics, the year 2016 had to come up. Governor Pataki, are you thinking about mounting a campaign in 2016 for the presidency?
You know, JD, I vowed that I'm just not going to talk about this because I've talked about it so many times in the past. You know, I was governor for 12 years, and a number of those times the press speculated, are you going to run? And I thought about it, and then after I stopped, I thought about running. I'm not going to talk about it because I've speculated too many times. So to participate in some way in trying to change the direction of this country and give us confidence and optimism about the future. This is America. Every one of us should believe that tomorrow is going to be better, that our kids are going to have better lives, and sadly today too many Americans don't feel that. So we'll see what happens, but on speculating about possible candidacies, we'll see down the road.
Governor Pataki, let's talk about security. Mayor Bill de Blasio has said reports of an ISIS attack on New York subways is not credible. But is the city, in your opinion, doing enough to protect its transit system from similar attacks?
Well, Miranda, I do think that not just New York City, but the United States is at greater risk of attacks than we've been at any time since September 11th. I think we just see this global network of extreme Islamic groups committed to attacking us and our citizens anywhere in the world. We know we've had a porous border, and ISIS is well funded, and if they choose or have chosen to fund people coming across the border of this country, they may well be here. As to the specific actions the city and state are taking to protect the subways, all I can say is that when I was governor, whenever we had a general awareness of a heightened risk, we would enhance security. And I have to believe that the NYPD is tremendous, the New York State emergency response and state police are tremendous, and that they are taking the appropriate steps. I no longer can tell you specifically what they're doing, but I know they're very good. I know they're aware of this threat, and I have no reason not to believe that they're doing what is appropriate. But having said that, Miranda, and I know I'm giving a long-winded answer, forgive me, this is TV, I am concerned that the mayor has apparently scaled back the counterterrorism intelligence efforts that the NYPD was making under Commissioner Ray Kelly. That is very important. Intelligence is the key. We don't want to respond to a crisis. We want to prevent an attack in the first place. And to do that, proactive intelligence gathering and policing is critical. And if those reports are accurate, that the NYPD intelligence monitoring and gathering has been scaled back, then that is something that I think is horribly wrong and increases the risk.
Governor, we can appreciate the fact that there are a lot of details and also that you cannot speak about specifics, but we're going to ask you to stay with us. And when we come back, a more general question about the attitude of Americans and New Yorkers now that we're in the year 2014. So, Governor, we appreciate your time. We'll have you stand by there. And we will be back with Hour 3 of America's Forum, starting off with our good friend, the Governor of New York, George Pataki, as we continue here on Newsmax TV.